Welcome to Tracking the Wolves. This week, our special guest is head women's basketball coach Kurt Frederickson. Coach, we're in about a month into the season right now, played a couple games. Give us an update on the team.
Well, it's been a long time since we've had a chance to play. We've been practicing since October 15th, and we've had a couple scrimmages and so on, but last Friday out at Tech actually was our first game after 21 practices, and so our girls are really ready to play. We played Tech on Friday night, we played Black Hill State on Saturday night, so it was a good weekend.
What have you seen so far with we got a couple banners back here, the seniors, and very small senior class, something that's not normal probably for your program. What have you seen out of the juniors and seniors, leaders of the team so far?
Well, we have two seniors, we have 7 juniors, so it's very much a junior-dominated team. The one senior, Allison Kusler's, 2-time all-conference player, one of our captains. Katrina Kerstead, our other senior, is one of those cheerleading seniors off the bench. Doesn't get a chance to play a lot, but she's really a mentor for a lot of our younger kids. So getting good leadership from those two. Rachel Krogman is our 3rd captain in that junior class. Our leadership has been good. I think our players have taken away a little enthusiasm that our volleyball plays with, and we've brought that up a little bit to be a little bit more emotional on the floor and play with a little more passion, which our volleyball team does, and we're trying to carry that over to the basketball season.
Now this year, the preseason rankings had us 9th, which I'm assuming that didn't sit well with the team, but what have people say the rankings don't mean much, but I think in terms of where this program is, what has that meant to the student athletes?
Oh, I think it's been a motivational tool. I'm not going to say anything about any coaches in our league, but we got 4 starters back from a team that won 16 games. I have no idea how you can have them 9th in the conference in the preseason, but it's a great motivational tool for us. We'd rather be down and finish higher than we start high and finish lower. So we've got a big big poster right in our locker room as you walk in the door with how the coaches ranked them, and so they see it every day. And we get into conference play, I'm sure it'll be a motivating factor for them.
Let's talk about your new student athletes. You've got a couple of freshmen that are seeing a lot of playing time right now. What has been the transition for them from high school to college basketball?
Well, I would say probably in our team, because of all the things we do offensively, probably the point guard position is probably the toughest to play, because that's the person that has to know which direction to throw the ball. And we do have a freshman playing there this year, Paige Watashi, from Lino Lakes, Minnesota, Centennial High School, same high school that Emily Becken went to. So we've had kind of a tie there, and actually one of our incoming recruits for next year, Jill Conrad, who just recently signed her letter of intent, is also from that high school, big forward. So we've got a pretty good pipeline with that high school. Paige is, her sister starts at South Dakota State. We feel very fortunate to have her in our program. She had a great game on Saturday night out at Black Hills. She was 7 for 14, I think, from the 3-point line, and ended up with 24 points and just really carried us. And the second game of her varsity career on the road, to throwing in 24 points to win a close game, I think that says an awful lot for her. So, if we can keep her healthy, we're expecting big things from her down the road.
Good. Well, I know when you talk about the Barnett Center, we're in the Barnett Center right now, the attendance that we have here with basketball, and you talk about getting those student athletes from Minneapolis, Twin Cities areas. How important is that when they come here and they can play in front of 2,500 fans or 3,000 fans on a given night?
Well, I think once it happens, it's talked about, and they see it on the website, and obviously we send out press releases on it, and you go to a lot of these high school games, and they're lucky if there's 300 or 400 people there. The same thing with when we travel on the road, and a lot of them are Northern fans, but our people do such a great job of supporting both of our programs here, and that it really is fun for these players to come in and have a chance to play in front of somebody. And they relish it. They talk about it. The going to be seniors in high school right now find out about it and have heard of it. So it's something that's out there, and I think it's really a big part of bringing people 300 miles west from Minneapolis, to have a chance. And obviously our facilities are huge in relationship to that same thing. I mean, we have to have something extra here to recruit kids, and You know, obviously with the attendance in basketball and with the facilities we have now, I think we do have that extra thing.
Talk about this week. We have 2 games, Saturday, Monday, the final non-conference tune-up here. What's the goal of the last 2 games?
Well, you know, we played 2 Division II teams, our first 2, Hills and Tech, and now we have 2 NAIA teams in our schedule. Both of them pretty good teams. Central Methodist on Saturday is a very solid NAIA team. They're coming up to play Presentation Friday night. Right now, I think they're 5-0 as we speak. I'm sure they'll probably be 6-0 after Friday night, and then they'll probably be 6-0 when we play them on Saturday. So that'll be a good test for us. They'll be aggressive. They're going to fast break against us. You know, so that'll be a good challenge for us. And then we come right back on Monday and play a Mayville team that has an All-American center and has done very well at the NAIA division. So two games before our opening conference game with Moorhead State after Thanksgiving.
Well, get out this week and support your women's basketball team 2 o'clock on Saturday and then 6 o'clock on Monday, the 25th. We'll have a 6 and 8 p.m. doubleheader men's women's game on Monday, but again, a single game on Saturday, this Saturday at 2 p.m. against Central Methodist. Should be a great week for Wolves Athletics. Want to give a shout out to Nate Thompson, #1 fan. Thanks, Nate. We'll see you again. Take care. Go Wolves.
We know you want family-friendly sporting events.
Sporting events where you can be comfortable
and entertained in a positive environment. Watching great individuals and teams compete.
With commitment, effort, and good sportsmanship. That's what the Division II Game Environment Initiative is about.
Be a part of the excitement and find out why. These student athletes say with pride,
I chose
Division II.
Hey guys, welcome back.
And this week we got Allison Kusler and Megan Muchler on the show. Guys, how's the season going?
Good. We're off to a good start. We finally got to play 2 games this weekend, and those went pretty good for us on the road, so it's exciting to get going.
Mm-hmm. Who'd you guys play?
We played School of Mines on Friday night and Black Hill State on Saturday night.
And did you get some victories, or what's up?
Yep. We
2
won
victories.
won both games, so Saturday got kind of close, but we came through and it was good.
How are the freshmen doing for you guys so far?
Good, really good. We had a freshman on Saturday night scored quite a few points for us. She was 7 for 14 from the 3, so yeah, awesome. So it's good that we got some freshmen shooting.
Yeah, Paige is starting for us at the 1 spot, and she's catching on pretty quickly to college basketball, and like Megan said, Saturday night that definitely helped us with her shooting, so she helped keep us in the game, so that was really, really good for her.
How many freshmen did you guys bring in this year?
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
And can you explain a little bit about the number system? Like, I know basketball, you have like 1s, 2s, and 3s. Like, what are those positions exactly?
The 1's the point guard, 2 and 3 are shooting guards, and then 4 and 5 is forward and center.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys were on a, about 5-6 hour road trip this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that have been asking about, what's it like to go on the road with Coach Fred?
It's always interesting, that's for sure. We get a lot of laughs in with him, and we never know where we're going to eat. That's always up in the air, and we actually went to Olive Garden in Rapids, so that was quite exciting. But I don't know, it's not too bad, but it's always enjoyable for us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
So why did you guys choose Northern when you were getting recruited out of high school?
I guess for me, living in Aberdeen my whole life, I've always gone to like Northern events, and I've had family play at Northern, and I love it here. It's always been fun with the big crowds and the atmosphere you get to play in, and the facilities are pretty nice. So I guess that's what it was for me.
Yep, I chose Northern too because of its programs that it has, and it was kind of a good fit for me because it was kind of away from home a little bit, but I still was in South Dakota, and I like that.
What are you guys majoring in?
I am majoring in elementary education with a minor in coaching.
And I'm majoring in professional accounting.
So what are your plans for after graduation?
I'm a senior for basketball this year, but I'll graduate next December. I'll do my student teaching next fall. So I guess after that, just maybe substitute teach until the following school year and get a job somewhere.
Yep, I'm a junior now. I still have a couple more years, not counting this one, so I'll still be here for a little bit. But after that, I suppose just find a job.
So does Coach Fred encourage you guys to watch college basketball games or NBA games to kind of learn a thing or two?
I guess not really. He seems to always steal a play from some NBA or college team and bring it to practice the next day, but sometimes he'll talk about games and ask if we watch certain plays, but I guess not really.
So, for both of you, if you guys had one shot, 2 seconds left on the clock, where would you want to shoot the ball from?
Gosh. Well, I guess if you need a 3, you have to take a 3, but with the rule changes in reffing now, I'd say I'd try and attack the basket and try and get fouled because they seem to be calling everything now.
Right-handed layup or left-handed?
Right, for sure.
Definitely
Not
right.
left. If I went left, I'd probably shoot with my right hand. But
I'm pretty curious about what your punishment is, like when you guys get in trouble. When Coach Fred is just mad at you guys, what do you do? Like squats or do you run the court or?
No, he kind of yells at us a little bit and then waits till practice, or next practice. And we kind of go over it about 10 more times and maybe run a couple up and downs.
He doesn't make you guys run that much.
not that much, I guess. Like yesterday during our practice or after, we ran for our mistakes from the weekend, our turnovers and missed free throws. So I guess that's kind of an individual thing. It depends how you do, but not too bad. He just yells a lot, probably the most, but we're used to it, so it's not that bad.
Sometimes when I'm walking in the BC, I'll see players, like, it's not a practice or anything, but they'll just be shooting around. Is it, like, required that you guys get a certain amount of minutes in on the court, or do you guys just do that willingly?
We're required to shoot for 30 minutes a week, but it's whenever we get a chance, we go in and shoot.
Okay.
Yep.
So what do you guys do outside of the basketball court to bond as a team?
I guess most of us live with each other. There's a few girls that live with each other, and others there's like 4 or 5, and then the freshmen in the dorms. But so we're together most of the time. I guess sometimes we have like team meals and or just hang out if there's like a long weekend. During basketball, we don't really get the Thanksgiving break, or we're here over Christmas when most students are home. So we normally hang out a lot during that time when we have a lot of time off. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yep.
And we'll be right back after this.
NCAA championships are something special.
Filled with memories we will carry with us for the rest of our lives.
We ask that you cheer hard for your institutions.
Acting responsibly and courteously towards those around you.
In the spirit of sportsmanship, enjoy the game, and let's provide our student athletes, coaches, officials, and fellow fans the respect they deserve.
Welcome back, guys. We're going to start off with the NSU Volleyball NSIC Honors. Northern State Volleyball head coach Brent Aldridge was named the NSIC's Coach of the Year. Sophomore outside hitter Kelsey Chambers was a first-team All-NSIC selection, and middle blocker Tori Bayach, libero, Sammy Nygaard, and setter Drew Smith were named second team in the NSIC All-Conference teams announced today by the league office.
Let's get to some upcoming events. The women's basketball home opener is this Saturday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. against Central Methodist University. The women's team will also play this upcoming Monday, November 25th at 6 p.m. against Mayville State. Then the men's basketball team will play after the women Monday, November 25th against Mayville State at 8 p.m.
The men's and women's basketball teams open the conference schedule on the road up at MSU Moorhead November 30th. Women at 4 p.m., men at 6 p.m. NSU Volleyball will play Augustana Wednesday night at 6 p.m. in Sioux Falls. This is the first round of the NSIC tournament. Northern Wrestling returns to action for its first dual meet Thursday as Dakota Wesleyan comes to the Watch Arena for a 7 p.m. match.
The NSU swim team will return to the Aberdeen YMCA this Friday the 22nd for their final home meet of the season. The start of the meet is set for 6 p.m. against Nebraska Kearney. And that's all we have for this week. Let's go Wolves, and I think we got a special shout out today.
Yeah, we do. We have a special shout out for Northern's #1 fan, Nate Thompson. Thanks for everything you do for us, Nate, and go Wolves. Woo!
Woo!